Alright, yeah? Okay. Alright guys, we're going to go back test after Fomc if the video I am making, I documented my loss today. It's currently been uploaded. Not uploaded, but it's currently been edited in process. So much other stuff I want to add to it. I want to make it very fucking good. But I think I should make it simple as fuck because nobody gives a fuck about the edit. But again, anyways, let's go ahead and backtest this bullshit generator. I love it. Mm -mm -mm. Let me go ahead and full screen this. Yeah, I'm gonna full screen this. Oh, I don't have my news open. When 2022. Okay, yeah, I backtested as well, guys, today in school. So if something looks greatly strange, just know I did that. I'm trying to audio real quick. I don't even know right here. I think one decimal might be, or negative one is good. And my AirPods about to die. Hold up. Give me 1 second. You alright? Can't really hear you for I have you like all the way down. I always have to fuck this area here, guys. Let's see, what time is it? At 10:30, so it just already came out. I'm assuming it just came out. Okay, I'm not gonna skip this. I think we have all the way to fight day 5, not day 7. Let me get that. All the way to day 5, right? I think we're going to day 4 right now. Yep, going to day 4, so we're gonna speed up. Yeah, let's speed the shit up. But I'm gonna play some music, guys, because personally, I like keeping my streams quiet as hell. So let's do that. Give me a second, guys. It should already be. Nope, because I already set them out with PC, guys. Give me 1 second. I had amazing power speaking this lost $255 by the way. It's crazy to me. What is it? I can't do a thing. My head is not fucking coming on straight. Oh, sorry, love you. Alright. Actually, I'm just gonna play what's it called, guys? You guys might like them.
Well, we've had a really weird winter here in Alaska, and it's been cold, then hot, then cold again. But the good news is the snow's not too deep and the swamps are all frozen, so I can really get out and explore places I otherwise couldn't access. I got myself pretty wet. Looks like there's a little ditch or creek here, so I stopped to get out and walk it before I tried to take the K-truck into it. And there's a booby trap right here. Look at that. It's just snow floating on water. Then I walked onto it and sunk into mud up to here. I think I'll just go around. Been driving around for about 2.5 hours, and I think it's about time to look for a place to camp. Yeah, there we go. Gonna look around for some dead trees. It's gonna be pitch black by 4 p.m. today. I have about an hour and a half before sunset, and it's really hard to find dead trees in the dark. There's an invasive beetle called the Japanese spruce bark beetle. It's wiping out a lot of the spruce trees in this area. So a lot of the trees are sick or dead. In the summertime, this place is a massive forest fire hazard. So burning up the dead trees in the wintertime can actually be a real good thing. Seems like a lot of wood, but it's not. If you want to keep warm for 18 hours of darkness, plus have a shelter, it takes a lot. Sun's setting, I gotta bust out my lights. I use these bicycle lights that have a GoPro mount. I got this on a trip to Kyoto when Tommy was just little. Gotta get a fire going and dry my pants off. It's not a big deal while I'm moving around, but once I stop to eat dinner, it's gonna get real cold. Always gotta make sure to put your flint and steel away. It's so easy to get focused on the fire and then drop it in the snow and lose it. Everything's covered in snow. Everything's covered in ice and snow, so I put the firewood around the fire until it starts to catch. Then I put it out and stack it up next to the fire. Don't have enough limbs to cover it all the way to the top, but that'll make a good windbreak.
I don't even know where to start with this. I'm gonna go to Grammarly's new AI editor to see what I can come up with. And if you're not aware, Grammarly's an AI writing partner.
All this wood covered in ice and snow, we're gonna prop it up against the heat reflector and dry it out. Oh, just looked at my clock and it's 7:30. So just about 5 hours to cut down all these trees and build this shelter. I'm pretty proud of that. That's a lot of wood I cut. Shelter's obviously not as good as it could be, but it's good as it's gonna be tonight. I hang up my clothes and let them dry. My gloves are wet, boots are wet. These logs are frozen and covered in ice. Makes them really cold and it's gonna get me wet, so we gotta dry them. There you go, I brought some caribou hides to sleep on. I'm getting old, I need padding. Brought along a buffalo hide too as a blanket. Oh, whew, tired. Need to get some dinner made. Tell you what, I really like these heat reflectors. When you build a wall behind your fire, it absorbs the heat of the fire and then reflects it back towards you. But more importantly, it acts as a windbreak and keeps the wind from blowing the smoke in your face. It's really nice. All right, for dinner I've got moose fajitas. I prepped up all the meat and seasonings and vegetables and everything in this little package and froze it. Now I'm just gonna put it in a pot of boiling water to heat it back up. Not a bad meal when you don't have time to do fancy stuff. Got a moose fajita with a little bit of guacamole. Oh, I'm hungry. It's about 9 p.m. I haven't eaten since breakfast. Oh, that's good. All right, let's do the dishes. I have a little bit of firewood, but not enough to get me through the rest of the night. I need to go cut some more firewood. Oh. I'm gonna sit here and eat some chocolate covered almonds and dry my boots out. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, it's already 10 p.m. I gotta get to bed here soon. Oh. Oh, if I go to bed with wet socks, my feet are gonna be so cold. And if I don't dry my boots out, they'll freeze in the morning and I won't be able to get them on because they'll just be like as solid as a rock. So I've gotta go and dry out my boots, dry out my pants, dry out my socks. Whew. Look at the steam coming off there. Oh. All right, it's time to cuddle up with my buffalo hide, go to sleep. Probably have to stoke the fire every 3-4 hours, but that's pretty normal. All right, guys, I'll see you in the morning. Hey, good morning. Oh, this fire's been keeping this place really warm. I keep forgetting how cold it is, and then the fire will die down. I'll be like, dang, it's really cold out.
As long as the fire's roaring, this place holds the heat pretty well. All right, I think it's time to get up, try to make some breakfast. Gonna rub some butter on this warm tortilla and put cinnamon sugar on it. That's good. If you ever had cinnamon toast or a sopapilla, it kind of tastes like that. Got some steel cut Irish oatmeal here. This is the good stuff. A little butter, brown sugar, and raisins. It's about 9:30 in the morning and you can start to see a little bit of light out. Sun's gonna rise in about 45 minutes. Oh, well that was good. I gotta do the dishes now. It's about 10 o'clock and it looks like the sun's up. Need to get to work here.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder, and you wouldn't believe the kind of apps that people are creating. Smart nutrition apps, inventory trackers, onboarding tools, you name it. And if the only thing stopping me from making the app is the idea, then why not build an app that gives me endless app ideas? So let's make it. Pro tip, I draft the full app spec in ChatGPT, and then I drop the prompt directly into Base 44. It gives me super detailed structure. And here it is.
All right. This thatching only does a marginal job of keeping the wind out, but once you get a little bit of snow on top of it, then it's absolutely airtight. The trick is that you got to make it thick enough and far enough away from the fire that when you've got a nice big roaring fire in here, you don't have drips of water from melting snow. Hopefully we got it right. Well, that's not too shabby. That's a proper wall. I think the next thing I want to do is improve my bed. It was a little bit narrow last night. I kept trying to roll off. And I wouldn't mind having that footrest a bit bigger too. Dry out this log before I put it in my bed. I piled up a bunch of logs over there as a bit of a windbreak to keep cold air from going underneath my bed. Now they got the shelter built, I don't think it's really necessary, so I'm going to use that for my firewood tonight. shelter's feeling nice and tidy. The bed's feeling better. I got more of a platform. Got some firewood drying. I think it's time to eat some food. A friend of mine gave me these hot dogs. I think they're made out of caribou. Excited to try them out. Oh, smell good. That's a good hot dog. I think I worked up a 2 hot dog appetite. But I want to do a little project. I want to build a cooking griddle. This is a 22 gauge weldable steel. That's not very even. It's an ugly freehand oval right there. I got this little stump anvil right here. You don't need anything fancy like this. A rock will do. Just put a little lip on the edge of it, knocked off all the sharp bits. Now it's really stiff and rigid, and your food won't spill off the edge. Got a little bit of steel rod here. Heat that up in the fire.
They built these roads as if they knew we were coming. The X3, X5, and
there you go. All right. That's a little griddle. It's kind of ugly shaped, but that's what happens when you do it freehand. But now we got to season it. Got a little peanut oil. And get the handles too. Let that bake. You do a couple layers. Seasoned frying pan. It's ready for cooking. Well, it's about 6:30 and I think it's time for dinner. So for dinner, I got something special. Got king crab legs. Last winter, I went up to Nome with my son Nathan and we caught king crab through the ice. I've got this little jar with garlic and butter in it. Just kind of loosen the lid, sit that right by the fire. Look at the size of that crab leg. Oh, that was so warm and delicious. When you cook the crabs over the fire too, it makes their shells brittle. Makes it a lot easier to shell them. You just use your hands. You gotta eat quick. Things cool off really quick around here. Look at that. That's just from one knuckle. Barely fits in the jar. Oh, that's messy but good. Got a full belly and a big fire. Gonna listen to an audiobook. Just kind of relax for an hour or so before bedtime. Well, it's getting late. I should hop into bed. Definitely feel like this shelter's a lot warmer than yesterday. The air is just not moving as much. I got the heat reflecting off this side wall, and the whole thing's just a better wind block. It's nice having a little bit more of a platform to stand on. Got more room to dry my boots. Forgot to dry my socks out before going to bed. But with this nice little step right here, I can just stick my feet out. They're all nice and toasty. I'm gonna put the camera down. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Had to stoke the fire a couple times, but stayed warm. But my back is sore. oh, my back. Feel like I was run over by a truck, but I'm warm. Oh. Well, it's about 7:30. I think it's time to go test out that griddle and make some breakfast. Okay, corned beef hash. Oh, it's so frozen.
What fucking... How did I lose this?
Yeah, it's pretty non-stick. Slid right off.
Holy shit. I'm done. What the fuck? How do I lose this trade? What? There you know my day loss is $500, bro. Oh my god, dude. I just fucking hate it, dude. Just... I somehow
Corned
lost.
beef and
Makes
hash
no
egg
sense.
sandwich.
No sense. What? I won so many trades in a row and I just lost this one, dude.
Oh, that
fucking
is
kidding
so
me, dude?
good. Tell you what, that little skillet worked really well. Pretty easy to make too.
How many did I win? Dude, I won like 8.
Oh, that was delicious.
You
I wouldn't
kidding
mind
me?
another one of those.
Push. This is my win rate. Why is it not showing? 60%? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh,
Are you kidding me? This is so...
tell you,
bullshit,
that was
bro.
a good meal. I'm definitely gonna
I
have to
just
do
keep
that one
blowing
again.
them
But
somehow.
I think it's time to
I'm
get
fucking
packed
how I'm
up.
blowing them.
I'm gonna try to get home by 12, and I've got a long way to drive to get there. So I think I better not wait for the sun to come up. I'll tell you what, I liked my little griddle. Worked really well. All right. This is a really nice shelter. I'm curious to see how it performs in bad weather though. Maybe I can come back during a snowstorm and see how the shelter does. All right. All right, let's see if the car starts. When it gets really cold, my K-truck freezes up and won't start. But it's a bit of a ways home, so hopefully it'll start up on me. Ah, sure is nice when things work. Yeah, you definitely want to make sure that car is working before you put your fire out. Alright. Gotta work on my backing up. If you like that video, make sure to check out the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, where we have hundreds of videos just like this. And if you want to see our newest adventures, make sure to click subscribe.
This may be the last ad you ever see, because with the free ad block extension from Capital One Shopping, you can...
Luke here with the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and it's fall here in Alaska. I'm camping in bushcraft survival shelters, hunting grouse and hares, cooking up good food, and having a great time. This is a place where I'd expect to see a lot of snowshoe hare or even spruce grouse. And frankly, either one of those sound pretty good for dinner tonight. There you go, those are little rabbit poops. This is a great time of year to hunt snowshoe hares because they turn white in the wintertime. And it's right at the beginning of winter, but we don't have snow on the ground here yet. So it makes it really easy to see a white rabbit in all this brown. Just got to spend a lot of time looking. An invasive beetle called the Japanese spruce bark beetle has wiped out more than 90% of the spruce trees in this forest. Large patches of forest in Alaska have just been completely wiped out by that beetle. I can see a spruce grouse sitting on a tree branch up ahead. I definitely got him. So well camouflaged. Oh, there he is. Look at that. So this is a spruce grouse, and they are delicious, like a wild chicken. But you can see how camouflaged they are. When they are up on the ground, they are really hard to see. See, there's a little marking on their eye, a little red, yeah, like a little red eyebrow. The grouse have feathers on their feet to keep their legs warm in the wintertime. But they like to sit up in these spruce trees about 6-8 feet off the ground, and you'll see them just like a ball right there. But you have to just look and look and look. This time of year, there's rarely just one of them. I have to look around really carefully and see if I can't spot more. Well, I've got myself dinner, and this trip is off to a great start. Look at this. Check it out. Those are moose bones right there. That looks like a big wolf dookie. See all the hair in it? Oh, there's more wolf poop. Wolves probably patrol this trail looking for food. Sure is a lot of poo on it. Yeah, this looks like a decent spot to make camp. Oh. Carried this big old heavy tripod all the way here, and I forgot the adapter, so can't use it. I have forgotten so much stuff. I feel so half-cocked today. I forgot to bring paracord, and I forgot to bring any utensils or plates or cups or anything like that. So just gonna challenge myself. It's all part of the fun. Before I get started on my shelter, I've got to do some prep for dinner. I brought some bread flour and yeast. Gotta make some bread, but I gotta let it ferment for a little bit, so I'm gonna start making up the dough right now. All right, let that sit. Well, I think I better start cutting myself some trees. I'm gonna need a lot of poles. Yeah, look at all the sap oozing out of this tree. It's from the spruce bark beetles. They drill tons of holes in the bark and the trees just bleed to death. As far as the eye can see, the trees are just wiped out. I can't see a half a dozen live trees in this entire forest. I bought this hatchet last spring on my trip to Japan. No idea what it's called, but this thing is awesome for taking tree limbs off. This is the most time-consuming part of the whole process. But if you use thicker logs, it goes much quicker. But if you use thinner logs, they flex a little bit and it's easier on your back. All right, there we go.
Welcome to the next generation of website creation. Wix Harmony.
All right, I got my bed made. Better get a fire going. I'm getting hungry. There you go, there's just a cotton ball with some Vaseline on it. The Vaseline makes it burn longer and hotter, and using cotton instead of dryer lint just burns a little better. There you go. Beetle kill spruce just goes up like gasoline. Luckily it rained this morning, so everything's pretty wet. You wouldn't want to build a big fire like this otherwise. So kind of let the fire spread a little bit and consume up all the dry grass and sticks. Then you'll have a nice bare spot that's safe to build a fire. You just got to watch it like a hawk right now. Alrighty, I'm gonna get away from my campsite and go clean this bird. There we go, a couple pieces of grouse breast meat. Was planning on plucking the whole bird and cooking it over the fire with the skin on, but I had hit him a little bit low with the 22 and it made a bit of a mess. So